Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and welcome to episode 76. 76, was she worth it? Way! Now, you don't know what that means. There's, I used to play in a lot of cabaret clubs in younger days when I was a musician, and played a lot of bingo. And I don't, all the bingo calls, legs 11. This might not work in America if you guys have never done bingo. And 7 and 6 was the old monetary term for how much it cost for a marriage license. So the bingo caller used to say 7 and 6, was she worth it? And all the crowd used to go, every penny. And so on. Apologies, you've got absolutely no idea what I'm on about. But yeah, 7 and 6, that's what that means to me. As you can see, right, anyway, my name's Richard, by the way, if you don't know. I'm a nurse, and I have a clinic in the UK called No More Earwax. Have a look at this. This was a friend of a regular of mine. Hello, if you're watching. Hello, ladies. I hope you enjoy this one. I said you would make episode 76. I'm true to my word. Here you are. I know she shares a lot of my videos as well, the lady's friend who's here. This is, and I really appreciate all of that support. So keep it up. But as you can see, the wax in this lady's ears, it's proper impacted. It's proper wedged in. Now, she did admit to using my faithful friend, the cotton bud, and as you can see, you've got this bit at the base of the ear canal, but then it's pushed right back. That makes it a bit of a nightmare to remove. But bless her, she was very patient. But as you can see, it's really, really dry. So what I've done is put a good old few squirts of olive oil in, so you can see it's changed the consistency of it. Gives it a smoother surface that you can hopefully get a better grip on. It does make the camera blurry sometimes, so it does make it a bit tricky at times. So all I'm trying to do is grab hold of that bit at the bottom there and lift that up. If we can lift that up, we can then start to peel it backwards and hopefully pull it all out. So there you go, it's already worked there. That flake there has peeled up. As you can see, these little wobbles in there. It's like when you go back in time in some film, it goes like that. It's a bit like that. So that's why I'm always a bit hit and miss with olive oil, because it does make it a bit of a nightmare to see sometimes. If you're thinking, I can't see what's going on, it's the same for me. I struggle sometimes too. But anyway, look, we have got this, and I thought, happy days, we're in business here. It's starting to lift up, and hopefully with it keeps wanting to flatten back down again. So you've got to let go of it and grab hold of it again. And I thought, here we go, the whole thing is going to come out. But true to form, these wax babies don't do what you want them to do. And I think this one, you can already see there's kind of a line down it, and it's just about to snap off. Ooh, it's so frustrating when that happens. But still plenty of oil in there, so I've not needed to go to put any more in. But it's really sticky. It's like a gluey, slimy, type tacky consistency, which are absolute nightmare to remove, especially when it starts to get deeper and deeper and deeper, and literally on or just in front of the eardrum, on both ears. So yeah, it is a bit of an epic, this one. I think it's about 15 minutes long, so bear with it. I did make a bit of a meal of it. But these things take as long as it takes sometimes. You can't just go in there all guns blazing. You've got to, there's no way this is all coming out unless you do this peeling. You kind of separate it from the base of the ear canal, separate it from the sides, and then you can start to pull. You can't just stick the tube in the middle and pull it. It won't work like that, unfortunately. Wish it did, but it won't. As always, thanks to everyone for watching recently. You've been proper spoiled lately, you have. I think for the last 2 or 3 weeks I've posted a video every weeknight. And the first couple of days of this week you've even had 2 a day. So I've been proper spoiling you. So they do take me. Don't forget, it's just me who does this. I'm just a one-man band. I take all my phone calls, run my business on my own, do the appointments on my own, obviously do all this on my own. I don't have any assistants or helpers. It'd be nice, but no, I don't have any. Sometimes I have the odd friend or relative of the patient who holds an ear for me like that, or holds a cup for me, if I'm irrigated. But no, it's all me. So feel free, if you want to show your appreciation, just follow the channels. I would love to get a few more subscribers and a few more followers, whichever platform you're watching on. Oh, in fact, exciting day. I got a message. If you're watching on Facebook, this only applies to you. I got a message saying you're now eligible to monetize your Facebook channel. Now, I don't know anything about any of this because I've not made a penny from all of these. I've been doing them about 6 months and spend hours and hours and hours uploading these videos and chatting rubbish to you all, but not made a penny. But I think you can on Facebook now. There's a thing you can send stars. So I thought, you know what, I'll just click that button and say okay then. And you had to add like an account to it and what have you. So if you do want to show your appreciation, then feel free to send me some stars. I know that kids would think, as I already am the coolest dad in the world, but as soon as I got that first 10p from any of these videos, the kids would think, oh yeah, my dad makes money from the internet. They'd think I was well cool. So yeah, maybe I'm thinking I might even offer a little prize to the first person who sends some. Maybe a free appointment actually. If you live near me, or if you don't live near me and you want to come for a free appointment, first person to send one. Or you can gift it to somebody else who's in my area. I will do a free appointment for the first one of you, because you'll go down in history as the first one to send in 10p. However much it is, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on about that. I think it's quite unattractive when people start begging for stuff, you know. It's just a way of showing your appreciation, that's all. Because we do put a lot, I say I do put a lot of time into these. So as you can see, we're finally starting to get somewhere with this. Managed to pull this from the depths, and it was really deep down. And you can see all the matted hairs in that. It's classic really of cotton bud. Those hairs are not supposed to be down there. And look at that. It's surprisingly healthy, a little bit dry and flaky, but where it's all a bit reddy and pink there, that's where it was. It was down there, so it's been like, irritating the skin. And the second one was was even trickier. Now I've not put any oil in yet because of the reasons I mentioned before, because it can make your visibility difficult sometimes. So I always have a bit of a go first. And I thought this wouldn't be too bad because already I've started to manage to get a decent grip at the side and peel that away into the middle. And I'm thinking you might be able to hear. Can you hear the whistling? Then all of a sudden it goes quiet. That means you've got a good seal. So I've got a good seal there. So I'm thinking let's just give it a bit of a wiggle. Try and pull it out and see if the whole thing stays together. And true to form, well, you'll see. No spoilers. Yeah, fair bit came out, but not all of it. It broke off. So I thought we'll have one more go before we start drowning this in oil, because I thought we're already getting there. So let's just try and peel it in from the side. Those of you who like a peel, I know you'll be enjoying this one. Again, I think it is one of them videos that it looks quite good, you know, there's not a lot getting in the way. You know, no hair. It was quite dark, so I've had to turn up the brightness when I've been editing it quite a bit. Easy for me to, I'll put my teeth back in, editing it. There you go. Oh, but yeah, going back to the kids thinking I'll be well cool if I make a couple of bob from this. Knowing my luck, the kids will probably make money on the internet before me. I only say that because my daughter, quite a keen gymnast, a very good gymnast in fact, she wants to get to the Olympics. She's only 9, and you know, if you aim, what's the saying, if you aim for the stars you might reach the sun, reach the moon. I don't know what the saying is, but yeah, set your sights high, why not? So she's got her own Instagram account, and if you'll so I think, what's it called now? I want to say it's gymnast_diva13. Call it Diva because she's Eva the Diva. That's her name. She's called Eva, and she is a right diva. So if you want to see my very talented daughter doing somersaults, flipping around on bars. You got it all on there. I know they're quite popular, all these videos. It is ridiculous, some of the things she can do. It scares the bejesus out of me. But she is really talented. And her channel will probably grow up quicker than mine, and she's 9. But yeah, gymnast_diva13. If you find her, then you'll be able to see my very talented and incredibly beautiful daughter doing her flips and tricks. So I've finally given in there, and I've thought we just need some oil to get this bit out, and it's literally stuck so deep down, probably in the recess. There's a bend just before it gets to the eardrum, and it's probably all stuck down there. And whilst I'm pretty deep, you still need to stay with a full-size tube, just because of how big this thing is, to be honest. If you had the fine-end tube there, sure, you might be able to see a bit better, but it probably just wouldn't have the right amount of power that I needed to be able to pull this thing out. So I'm trying to peel it across there, and again it's doing this frustrating thing where it moves in, but then it just tends to want to flatten back again. But you can see the whole thing trying to lift and trying to move. See, the whole thing's moving, it's just not lifting. But we got this little bit there, and that ended up peeling backwards, peeling the wrong way. I don't want it to peel that way. I want it to peel that way. But I thought, let's leave that for now. Let's get on with this one. So as you can see, there is a bit of a flap there, just to the edge of it, that I'm trying to grab and fold it into the middle. Because it might well be the case that skin there might well be, might be on the eardrum itself. So it is handy to try and get those. Then you can peel it away. If it is stuck to the eardrum, then you can peel it away there, because you might be able to get all this out, and then you might leave, a layer of skin on the eardrum. You remove as much as you want, they probably still wouldn't hear as well if you left that there. So that's why we tend to peel from the sides and the edges. So we try and make sure we get all of it, If you just stick it in the middle there, it'd probably bring the bulk of that away, but it might well leave like a case or a shell around it that's still covering the eardrum. But it's getting a bit squeaky at points as well here. But I don't think the lady could hear any of it because her eardrum's still completely blocked. And you can see it all moving again then, but it just doesn't want to fly into the tube. There might well be a little glimpse of the eardrum. I don't know if you can see that just in the corner there. So we are pretty close. That's why we have to be pretty careful. And again, just trying to grab an edge and pull it into the middle. Quickly dab it and pull away, dab it and pull away. But yeah, it's just so frustrating. Ones like this. But might be in business with this bigger piece at the top there. So you see I've got a bit more of a flatter surface there because I've been working it down. And if you get a bit more of a flatter surface, you get a better suction grip. And then hopefully it will start to lift up. Just thinking about it, just trying to tease it to roll it forward. I hope you've enjoyed this and stuck with it and not got too frustrated by it. You think how frustrated I got? Here we go, sensing a good bit of movement now. And there we go, we're in business. Finally managed to roll it forward. A few bits disappearing up the tube, and you can just see the eardrum in the distance, round to the left edge of it. And let's just hope this all comes in one go. It keeps breaking apart as I'm trying to pull it. It's just so stuck. It's so wedged in there. It wasn't the biggest ear canal in the world. But we're getting there. There we go, last little bit. Is she going to stay together, this little wax baby? There she goes, safely delivered. Fair old chunk. And yes, there is a tiny little bit at the base of the eardrum there. I'm not concerned about going in for that. It's absolutely not worth it. I tried to have a go at this one with the fine end, just because I thought it might irritate. It might serve as a. It might be blocking stuff that's trying to move up there anyway, and you might well get a blockage behind that. So I thought, let's just try anyway. But it was really stuck, and you want to be careful there with the fine end. You don't want to jab it into the side. Got a little bit, but not all of it. But anyway, the lady could hear a lot better, significantly better in fact, in both ears. So there they are, and I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget, free appointment if someone wants to send me some stars. I don't quite know how that's going to work, or if it's even going to say it on this video yet, I don't know. But if it does, feel free. I would massively appreciate it. Anyway, thanks for watching for now. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye-bye.